lot of boxing, a lot of sparring, all the physical straining, running, lifting weights. That's beautiful. But you need to practice on what you have to do, and you have to box. So you should do as much boxing as possible leading up to the fight.
Who am I? You know, who am I to the people? You know, I have a kid now, like I said before. Honestly, it's just that fatherhood time. You know, I haven't yet spent much more time with my son as I would want to. And he'll understand that as he gets older. If I can see, like, how can I change and how can I give my son more knowledge rather than luxury things, then I'm gonna do that. You know, and the take back is really just about inspiring others like we always do, and grabbing everything, becoming a 2-time undisputed world champion, breaking history, making more records, doing things that people have yet to see. And I'm just grateful to even be here, honestly.
You're hitting the bag, right? I see you hitting them when you walk. I want you to do like this. Boom, 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 boom. Just keep for boom, 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 boom. How long you can do that? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. The combination, boom, like punch, boom, 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 boom.
And of course, hard work pays off. So this is where it shows. And yeah, man, I think that's the hardest part, though, is taking it all in. I think that's the hardest part, taking it all in. Because I want more. I'm not happy. I'm not satisfied yet. I need more.
What else more you want? What is more boxing can give you?
I need to put my foot in their neck, Mike.
Oh, you want to hurt people?
I want to hurt them.
That's a good one.
You know what? You know what I love about you, Mike? Is that right there. You always wanted your foot on their neck. Yeah. And I love that because it's the best feeling, man.
That's what the believe it or not, that's what the people want.
Have you ever had that moment where boxing suddenly feels like a chessboard, with everyone making subtle moves to win not just the fight, but the entire narrative around it? That's exactly the energy surrounding the scene right now. The viral clip making waves showed one clear image. Mike Tyson showing up at Teofimo Lopez's camp, working through drills, offering hands-on guidance, and even giving Lopez a glimpse of classic peekaboo fundamentals, adding a powerful layer of intrigue to the build-up.
I just say to God, I need your help here. Because I'm about to do something that you know I'm not built to do, and that's quit.
When you watch the footage, you immediately understand the significance. Iron Mike is in there coaching reflexes, sharpening slip and counter drills, and carrying that unmistakable aura of someone who has truly been at the very top of the sport. This is not some casual cameo or symbolic appearance. The clips have been shared and reshared across social media, spreading rapidly and drawing attention everywhere. Together, they paint a clear and undeniable picture of Mike Tyson actively lending his experience, mindset, and championship knowledge to Teofimo Lopez's preparation for this pivotal fight. Now flip the tape, because after those sessions came a real curveball. Tyson, who has never been subtle when sharing his opinions, began speaking about Shakur Stevenson, and his comments felt like praise wrapped inside a warning. On one side, he acknowledged Stevenson's polish, composure, and high-ring IQ. On the other, he was brutally honest about what it truly takes to survive against someone like Teofimo at this level. That mix of respect and reality check is what made his words hit hard across social media feeds. For Stevenson, hearing Mike Tyson essentially say you're skilled but don't get comfortable creates the kind of public pressure that forces focus, sharpens urgency, and keeps any sense of overconfidence firmly in check.
Energy is beautiful, but we need something to match it. We need some.
Can't nobody match this energy, Mike. Come on.
I know, but you're looking at it, and this used to be a space that you lived in.
There's no doubt about it. That's why I'm getting excited with the other opponent.
Mike's just an instigator at this point. He just wants an instigator. I love it.
Yeah, but you know, I think the biggest thing about it though is that guys like yourself, legends, I call it, is you guys paved the way. And I appreciate the sport so much, but there was one thing that you had once said, it's like, the way I love the sport, it could hurt you though, because it could break your heart many times.
Oh, many times.
And that's what it's been doing.
Man.
You know, I love it, I love the sport, but my biggest thing now, my goal is not about, yes, the financial funds and all that, absolutely. Get paid, we risk our lives. But the whole thing is about making the fights,
happen.
Let's be honest, what does it really mean when Mike Tyson, the man who completely redefined power and intimidation in the ring, takes time to work hands-on with a young fighter like Lopez? First, it shifts the entire narrative, signaling that Lopez isn't just training hard, but absorbing old-school, battle-tested craft passed down from one of boxing's most feared champions. Second, it injects real uncertainty into the equation. Because Tyson's peekaboo style is built on compact defense, vicious counters, and ruthless timing, a nightmare combination for any fighter who relies on single-shot torque and explosive pressure bursts. In simple terms, Lopez doesn't walk out of those sessions as the same fighter who walked in, because that kind of knowledge leaves a lasting imprint. So where does Stevenson fit into all of this? For fans who love the narrative, it forms a fascinating triangle. Stevenson, the slick defensive maestro, Lopez, the confident, explosive puncher, and Tyson, the wild card mentor quietly enhancing Lopez's arsenal. Tyson's comments, part praise, part caution, serve two purposes. They validate Stevenson's skill while also signaling that Lopez might enter the fight with a sharper, more unpredictable approach than most expect. That's a kind of psychological edge that matters because in big fights, momentum often hinges on what each fighter believes about the other before the bell even rings.
Further you pull your hand back, the harder you punch, but it's not. Punching comes with relaxation, real good pinpoint accuracy punching. You can hit a guy with pop, boom.
Let's get specific, the meat and potatoes of how Tyson's involvement could impact this matchup. Stevenson's greatest strengths lie in distance control, head movement, and an almost surgical ability to turn defense into offense. In the ring, he operates like a master watchmaker, making micro-adjustments, perfecting timing, and exploiting every inch of space with precision.
Yes, sir. Last 3 years.
Lopez, on the other hand, is like a wrecking ball with a plan, explosive, confident, and capable of ending rounds with a single perfect sequence. Tyson's peekaboo style isn't about looking flashy. It's about making ugliness highly effective. Compact guard, precise bobbing, and perfectly timed counters teach efficiency in chaos. If Lopez absorbs even a fraction of that, he can close distance while minimizing risk, which becomes a major challenge for anyone trying to keep the fight clean and controlled.
He knows the in and out about fighting, and it's just that we have to transfer that because he's using his legs and elbows and everything, and grabbing. So we kind of, I don't know, did a new foundation and made him more elusive. You know, made him more elusive. He throws his punches with just bad intentions. And I used to believe
Now let's break it down tactically. Imagine Stevenson's ideal game plan. Control range, pop the jab, pick angles, and frustrate Lopez until he overcommits, relying on Lopez to make mistakes born of impatience. But now picture Lopez with tighter head movement and sudden, compact counters from Tyson's guidance. Suddenly, Stevenson may not get all the space he's used to, forcing him to open up for explosive counters or engage in scrappy exchanges he'd rather avoid. Tyson's coaching isn't a guarantee. Lopez won't turn into Sugar Ray overnight, but it could blunt a significant portion of Stevenson's free space. That's why Mike's cautionary words carry weight. The chess match in this fight isn't decided yet.
well, so you have to have a constant attack. You can't go out there toe-to-toe slugging. You got to cut him off, chase him.
Mm-hmm. Cut the ring off.
Yeah.
I think he's got good footwork.
He has good speed, too.
He's got great speed. He's got great power.
Let's step back and look at the human side of this. Tyson issuing a cautionary remark about Stevenson is also a media masterstroke. It ignites headlines, gets fans and analysts talking, and even reaches the fighters themselves. It's not malicious, it's boxing. Veterans lean on younger fighters because it sells fights and pushes them mentally to sharpen their focus. If Stevenson sees this on social media, he has two choices: embrace it and let it sharpen him, or react emotionally and let it disrupt his focus. True champions turn that kind of noise into fuel, extra reps, more focused sparring, and history shows that great fighters use doubt to refine their preparation, not undermine it. This is where fans and analysts get playful, wondering if Tyson's involvement is strategic theater. Could the Lopez camp be subtly planting a sense of inferiority into Stevenson's feeds? Maybe. Boxing is as much about psychology as it is about punching. A viral clip of Tyson leaning over Lopez sharing technical insights becomes a piece of theater that forces Stevenson and his team to respond, publicly or privately. How they respond, through sparring leaks, interviews highlighting Stevenson's defensive genius, becomes another battlefield. That said, none of this diminishes Stevenson's strengths. His film shows elite-level movement, timing, and composure under pressure. He has beaten top opponents by outboxing them and has a team that builds plans around his strengths. Tyson's comments aren't a forecast of doom. They're a siren to take nothing for granted, the same as a coach reminding a fighter to respect the threat. Champions thrive on these reminders, turning them into discipline, and that's exactly what Shakur appears to be doing.
Cool gonna beat your head. Put that in there.
Loosen up a little bit. Shadow boxing, get some sparring. Maybe about 8 to 10 rounds. And
everybody talking about Teo gonna win. Y'all all know that he gonna win, bro. Y'all, Shakur actually fight accurate people, like not bums. Like he fought Oscar Valdez. Tate pulled out the fight because he's scared. Ryan Garcia's scared. Like they all scared. Even Devin Haney. Shakur gonna stop him. This easy. That's so easy. Y'all already know the question. Shakur on top.
I don't know. It ain't like I said. Your boxing get better by the hour, okay? Soon, you'll be undefeated.
Okay, let's get spicy for a moment. Predicting a fight is fun, but the real story is the human drama, a legendary figure mentoring a rising contender, while that same legend publicly sizes up a stylistic wizard like Stevenson. It's old-school boxing theater. Past meets present, ego meets craft, and the media circus amplifies it all. On fight night, all the speculation and social media buzz will either matter or fade into background noise. The bell is the ultimate judge. Still, the build-up matters, and Tyson's coaching clips and cautionary remarks have already added layers to the story, making the whole narrative even cooler.
It all works hand in hand. It flows like water, as Bruce Lee says. And let me tell you, Tyson Fury said it doesn't matter if he has Muhammad Ali, Bruce Lee, and Mike Tyson training him. The fact of the matter is, all of those three combined are a novelty of the cuss style, of a boxing style that Mike knows like the back of his hand. And
So what should viewers pay attention to in the fight itself? First, watch how Lopez moves after those Tyson sessions. Tighter defense, less reckless exposure, and more compact entries. Second, see whether Stevenson's carefully choreographed footwork gets challenged. Does Lopez close the gap more easily, or does Stevenson create even smarter angles? Third, pay attention to the mental game. How do both fighters respond under pressure? The opening exchanges will reveal a lot. If Tyson's influence shows up early in Lopez's approach, that will be the headline everyone is rewriting in the press afterward.
The best fighting the best. And I think that since, after a tremendous performance by Crawford against Canelo, you see that type of fight and the magnitude it brings, you want to emulate it.
You could have fought anybody as well. 135. Look for unification. For you, why was this the right one?
If you look in and around my weight class, I can't get the other big fighters to get in the ring. So you got to go to somebody who's willing to do it, and he was willing to do it, so now we're here.
What do you think of Shakur, his style?
Great fighter. Good fighter. He knows how to fight. He knows how to box inside, outside. He knows how to use his lateral movement. So I think that all those things I need in order to enhance my skill sets and also to challenge myself, because we can't say we are the best if we don't see it or look for it or even go out there and test it.
You've been critical of him, though, over recent months. Like you said he had the power of a 6-year-old at one point on social media. You did, yeah. You had a lot of tweets over there.
I don't even remember. Dang. I don't even know what I'd be doing.
But you seem to believe that 140 may be a bridge too far for him, a step too far for him.
Shakur was honestly the most flawless from 123 all the way down to 114. Since then, he's had his shares of victories. I think 135 was his top tier. 140, I think we just gotta wait and see. You know what I mean? And for him to even come.
The opening exchanges will reveal a lot. And if Tyson's influence shows up early in Lopez's approach, that will be the headline everyone rewrites afterward. But here's the reality check. Clips don't win fights, and reputation doesn't win fights. Preparation does. Tyson's presence adds drama and intrigue, but it doesn't determine the outcome. What truly matters is whether those lessons were absorbed, whether Stevenson's camp adapts effectively, and whether fight night execution matches the plan. That's the essence of boxing. All the talk is just background noise until the bell rings and the fighters write the story themselves.
Up to the 40s. I was already at 40.
Yeah, for sure.
So you see that 10-pound gap. I was thinking I was probably going to move up to 47.
Okay, seeing me, you think I'm smaller in person, or like, what do you think?
I know nothing.
Okay.
I know nothing, man.
I think that was your angle with Lomachenko. Like, I felt like you knew how little Lomachenko was, and you kind of capitalized off of that.
Heck no, that man was...
This is exactly the kind of subplot that makes Fight Week irresistible. You get boxing IQ, theater, and the chance to watch young fighters evolve under the shadow of legends. Mike Tyson cautioning Shakur Stevenson after stepping into Teofimo Lopez's camp is the kind of spicy headline that pulls us all closer to the screen. So grab your snacks, clear your schedule for the fight, and enjoy the beautiful, messy, brilliant chaos that only boxing can deliver. Who wins? That's the math the bell will solve. But the build-up? It's already a knockout story. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our upcoming content.